This is the Dallas Morning News. It's Tuesday, February 24th. Mostly sunny and a little bit warmer than yesterday with a high of 74. Winds will sweep into the area this afternoon, bringing with it an increase in fire risk due to the low humidity and dry ground. The wind will stick around through the evening. Otherwise, clear skies and a low of 56 tonight. Here are today's headlines. The United States warned Americans in 5 Mexican states to shelter in place after violence erupted in the country following the death of a notorious cartel leader on Sunday. It is not known how many Americans or Texans are stranded. There have also not been any reports of tourists or foreigners being killed. Photographs on social media showed charred cars and buses, vandalized supermarkets, and road blockades in and around Jalisco State. Videos captured panic at the Guadalajara airport, where travelers sprinted through terminals to take shelter behind desks. Several airlines, including American, Southwest, Delta, and United, have canceled or diverted flights. Schools closed, and many businesses, including grocery and convenience stores, shuttered. Dallas resident Adrian Moorfield was preparing to check out of his resort Sunday in Puerto Vallarta when chaos unraveled in Mexico. The resort manager where he was staying told him that even if he could get to the airport, his flight would likely be canceled. From the window of his resort room, Moorfield could see plumes of smoke in the distance. He booked a flight for Thursday to Dallas, but said he was unsure when he will get home. The violence erupted after Nemesio Osaguro Cervantes, known as El Mencho, was killed in a shootout in Jalisco during a raid by the Mexican military. His death unleashed a wave of violence from cartel members. Officials said 25 members of the National Guard were killed in Jalisco. In other news, Dallas police on Monday released edited body camera footage of a federal drug operation in West Dallas, showing the moments before a Dallas SWAT officer fatally shot a man that the city's chief described as a known drug dealer. The shooting, the Dallas Police Department's 4th this year and 3rd this month, occurred as Dallas SWAT officers working with Louisville Police and the Drug Enforcement Administration executed a search warrant Friday morning at a home in the 1000 block of Shaw Street. Before the shooting, the man inside the home opened a door and pointed a firearm at the SWAT team outside, prompting an officer to fire. The SWAT team's medic rendered aid, but the 26-year-old man died at the scene. The officer who fired was placed on administrative leave pending investigations by Dallas Police and the Dallas County District Attorney's Office. Next up, voting has always been a private tradition for Michael Ray, and he doesn't care to flaunt his political affiliation to the world. Well, this year, he didn't have a choice. When he walked into Josie Ranch Lake Library in Carrollton to vote early on Friday, Ray was surprised to be greeted by an election worker directing voters toward check-in tables and machines for Republicans on one side and Democrats on the other. Being forced to publicly identify their party inside voting centers has rattled some voters, a shift triggered by the county GOP's decision to break from a jointly administered March 3rd primary with Democrats. That means separate check-in tables, workers and voting machines for each party inside shared locations during early voting and on Election Day. Republicans defended the move, saying it protects party control and prevents conflicts between workers from different parties. On site, the setup has stirred tension and raised concerns about privacy. One official at the Josie Ranch Lake Library location said she has seen neighbors get outed to one another while voting, and others outraged at having to announce something they consider personal. And the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints celebrated the groundbreaking of the Fairview Texas Temple on Saturday in a private ceremony after years of tension with the town over the permit to build the 120-foot-tall structure, now the church's 3rd temple under construction in Texas. Construction will take around 3 years to complete. The church first announced plans in October 2022 for another temple in North Texas, initially in Prosper, before landing on an 8-acre plot in Fairview. It was previously named the McKinney Texas Temple, to the ire of some Fairview residents who also took issue with its initial nearly 174-foot-tall spire, taller than any other structure in the town, including its water tower. Fairview residents, organized in a green-shirted group called Fairview United, said the design would not fit the town's rural identity. The issue divided neighbors and brought years-long conflict to the town of about 11,000 residents 30 miles north of Dallas between McKinney and Allen. Thanks for listening. For more on today's stories and the latest breaking news, visit dallasnews.com. And don't forget to check out the Dallas Morning News Rewards program for our virtual events. For more info on upcoming events, visit rewards.dallasnews.com. Enjoy your day, and I'll be back tomorrow with more from the Dallas Morning News.